the power now! I'm doing good in the game, so I'm doing good in life!
4 billion units! Come on, man! Hey, suck it up for one more lousy night in space!
This isn't over until I say it's over! Oh my god!
So this teaser announcement came at a pretty convenient time. I was already struggling to find a video idea to kick off this channel. Lo and behold, Mario came in my room with no shoes whatsoever, and I sniffed them real good. Mr. Mario sets a date, a time, and a place, and I just got to work. I was thinking too much about the quality of the video and the possibility of finishing it at such a short window, but ultimately I said fuck it. I made the damn thing, and we'll see where it goes. Also, now as I'm recording this, they showed a teaser poster for the movie. Fuck. So, big baby mama Miyamoto, not really a big fan of movies, especially since his last attempt back in '93. It was very unique in its own way. Yeah, definitely didn't want to go down that route again. But after the Virtual Console, Nintendo kind of saw that as a wake-up call, because they realized, hey, if we can repurpose our old stuff into newer stuff like games, why can't we do that for movies? Essentially, they kind of sat on a million goose eggs, a bajillion Angry Bird eggs, Fortnite. So work began. They properly announced it in 2021. Everyone collectively died. People saw the announcement. They were satisfied that it was happening until people started having second takes about the movie, mainly because it was being produced by Illumination Studios. It's normal to be skeptical about the studio, but it's also important to see who's directing a project this big. Honestly, I'm surprised it wasn't as talked about as Illumination, because they're just as notable. Directing the Super Mario Bros. Movie are Aaron Horvath and Michael Jelenic, also known for creating a little show called Say what you will about the show, it's undeniable that it makes major fat stacks of profit for their network. So it wouldn't be outlandish to think that melatonin, Horvath and Jelenic are a pretty good choice for the type of movie Miyamoto and Mistopoulos, Miyamoto and methamphetamine want to achieve. Teen Titans Go may attract certain audiences, but it seems like the people behind it are pretty self-aware and also try to appeal to older audiences, usually through fan service, sometimes decent comedy and referential humor. You know, make both the kids and man-kids happy. If you want to do that, these guys are a pretty good bet. Also, according to Wikipedia, Ed Scudder, creator of Dick Figures, is head of story on the film, which is bonkers.
Bitch, let's hurry it up!
So we looked at all the boring business stuff. Maybe that's enough for me to come up with my own prediction for a teaser or trailer now. So if there's nothing else to talk about, I think it's time to actually discuss Lou Albino's day off. So yeah, there were actually leaks that happened earlier this year, back in April, I think. These were apparently substantial claims and reports from test screenings of the movie, but that doesn't mean any of it makes it into the final product or is even real to begin with. It looks like these leaks came out the same week as the announcement of the film's delay to next year, so I feel like those test screenings may have been influenced enough significant changes to push it by almost half a year. The leak itself is a quick read, but I'm gonna definitely go through it if any of you silly millies don't want to get spoiled. There's the door. First off, it'll be a musical, something that's very familiar to Illumination since their inception. Apparently Charles Martinet is going to be a narrator in the overall movie. I kind of figured that he would be more of a character in this movie. You know, he would play as like the original Mario, quote unquote, you know, Chris Pratt's father. If he narrated the movie and then near the end it's revealed that it's the original Mario, I think that'd be pretty sick. I think the last Crash Bandicoot game did that near the end.
And as for me, well, let's just say I'm doing just fine.
Reports claimed that topical references, fart jokes, etc. are being left out, which would further support the idea that Nintendo clashing with Illumination and the directors about their conventional humor would have been the bulk of what caused the delay. So both the leak and Chris Pratt's weird basement video
It's a Mario.
seem to indicate that Mario will have some form of a Brooklyn accent, or at the very least, something other than Pratt's voice.
It's a me, Mario!
Having multiple professions works for Mario since he's been other things in games, you know, doctor, athlete, Mexican. New Donk City would make perfect sense as an established set. New Donk City would make perfect sense as an established set piece in the franchise and a tie-in to their most recent game. Could be more of a callback to older games, but it can serve as both. Mario investigating the sewers sounds like their quote-unquote underground area. It'll probably resemble the original Mario Bros. Game, the one with the weird colors. The gorillas that party could be the DK cast being teased for a future film, or they could just be generic gorillas, or they could just be two Donkey Kongs. The Toad in this film seems to be Captain Toad, which would tie in to the Yoshi ride at Universal. Also, because of that recent poster release, it does seem like it's pretty much confirmed that Captain Toad will be in this movie, or at least he's gonna have his own kind of origin story. The part with the Koopas or turtles fighting the gorillas could be sort of soft bait for Mario to go underground and into the pipe that leads into the kingdom, you know? It sounds like Luigi doesn't show up in the movie for some time, and he bumps into Yoshi, who most likely doesn't talk. Yoshi will appear and apparently play a major role in the movie. It could just be Yoshi's voice actor, like they can go the straight Tails route with Sonic 2. Also, the whole Mario being rear-ended by Bowser beginning really sounds like one of Miyamoto's production notes. Since a lot of their games, especially the newer ones, start off as such. Think Mario Odyssey, New Super Mario Brothers. The whole Bowser clone thing could be a nod to some Mario games where he plants decoys made from like his goons. The leak itself is pretty bare minimum when you look at it. It really just covers the beginning and ending of the movie. So I looked at the leaks, I looked at Miyamoto's Bizarre Journey. For me, I think there's one more thing we should look at before we head into the teaser predictions. So I looked at trailers from the past 5 years of movies Illumination put out. I'm never getting those 10 minutes back. 2022, The Minions 2. I can't. That's too much already. So the thing that sticks out to me the most in these trailers is that they all have at least one popular song playing throughout them, especially one that plays off of what the movie is about. Minions 2 plays Sabotage from the Beastie Boys while he's like stealing something from the villains. Sing 2 is Holding Me Back by Sean, which is used to hammer down the characters now being able to artistically express themselves. Walk It Out by UNK for Pets 2 because pets plus walking equals UNK. And The Grinch has Beautiful for very ironic reasons. These songs are selected almost solely as a blunt and literal approach and compliment to the trailer and its themes. Most family movies, especially now, do this all the time. Lyle Lyle Crocodile has Sir Duke by Stevie Wonder. Sonic was Supersonic after it was Gangsta's Paradise. Boss Baby 2 did We Are Young by Fun. Detective Pikachu did Happy Together by the Turtles. I actually like that one. Moon Knight did Day and Night by Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi. Smallfoot did Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
And Zendaya is Michi.
Teasers usually don't last long, so I'll do a teaser guess and then a... So for a 30-second teaser, we'll see what the movie will look like for sure. I can't even say that Mario is expected because they might aggressively lean on the teaser side of things. It's going to highlight a famous and common feature of the Mario Bros. Franchise, maybe as a familiar gesture to fans and a basic intro to average consumers. An example would be power blocks, or maybe the cast being presented with the main theme playing in the background. It's highly unlikely we'll see the large-scale reveal that we want with the teaser. We'll see shots of either New Donk or Mushroom Kingdom with at most one piece of footage.
The One Piece is real!
So someone's gonna narrate, possibly Charles Martinet if the leaks are true. The teaser narration could be replaced with just music and text similar to Secret Life of Pets 2 with something like... Outcome 2, they'll just show enough footage to fit 30 seconds, you know, like a straight dump and plump. It's going to be cohesive and it'll satisfy the hype and expectations of the long-awaited first look at the movie. My guess, if we go by the leaks, when Mario is tossed into the aforementioned forest where he meets up with, they'll reveal the brothers' voices and outfits, then it ends with the logo and release date. It could end with a joke or settled goal of reaching the castle before revealing said castle, and then it fades to black, cuts to black, whatever you want to call it. A neutral, low story context scene would be the best setup for a teaser because it reveals enough for a 30 to 1 minute trailer window, and it also leaves some wonder and hype. If we had a full-blown trailer for this movie, there are patterns from previous films that could help make a solid guess at how it plays out. So first and foremost, it's gonna have the Illumination branding. That's a clear given. Then licensed music shortly after. It wouldn't be too far off to guess something like I Need a Hero by Bonnie Tyler, or Shining Star by Earth, Wind & Fire, Levels by Avicii, or Hey Brother also by Avicii. They might do Boss of Me by They Might Be Giants, David Bowie's Heroes, The Weeknd's Starboy, Fireball by Pitbull, and Mr. Telephone Man by New Edition. There's not really a lot of reason for that last one. I just really like that song. For the actual footage, I'm gonna base it off of the leaks for a more concrete and realized prediction. I'm gonna try to keep that info to a minimum. Just keep in mind I am gonna mention things here and there. The trailer begins with the introduction to Mario and his various jobs in the past. It'll show his fight with DK and everything is going swell for him. We briefly meet Luigi as well, and it cuts to Mario falling through the pipe that leads into the kingdom. There's almost gonna be an indistinguishable cut between Mario using the pipe and him reaching the Forbidden Forest. It'll look like he arrived there himself, and Toad briefed him on the situation shortly after. During the briefing, it's going to show footage of Bowser taking over the castle while Toad is still talking. Then the last part of the trailer is a montage of the middle portion of the film, filled with shenanigans with the ending sprinkled in. Everyone gets one or two quips out of their chest, and the logo is revealed. It finishes off with a quick joke, maybe slapstick relating to the environment, or maybe the final joke is like a nod to the games. That's the whole Stromboli. So, who was in Paris?